Hi there, I'm Abby, and today I will be leading you through Radiance's signature vinyasa flow. Today we're going to be linking our breath and movement in order to guide you through this 60-minute practice where we build some heat, we have some fun, and most importantly, you turn inward and find some connection with you and your body and your breath. For today's practice, you'll need a couple of blocks, maybe a blanket to help with the padding underneath the knees when we go into tabletop, or if you would like it at the end for Shavasana, it's always a nice way to end a little relaxation. And if you'd like, you can grab some water and a towel for the eyes or whenever you need to towel off during this practice. This 60 minutes is for you and you only, so bring forth some energy for yourself, allow yourself to connect in a deeper level, and make sure you're doing everything that feels good in your body. You know your body best. We're going to start today in easy pose, whether that is cross-legged for you. I like to sit on my shins. Sometimes I like to bring a block and place it right underneath my bum, whichever feels the most comfortable for you. I'll give you a moment now to find that easy seat. And when you arrive, feel whatever is underneath you, supporting you. Grow the spine long up towards the sky. And if it feels appropriate, comfortable, and safe in your space, go ahead and gently flutter the eyes down, or you can keep a nice soft gaze towards your mat. Starting this practice here, bring both hands to your belly as we start to connect with that power of life right inside of us, known as our breath. Take a big, full breath in through the nose. And exhale it out at your pace. Starting to bring some awareness to the breath without any judgment, any expectation of where it should be. Letting it move fluidly as it should right now. Take 2 more breaths right here with this recognition, with the physical touch. On your next breath in, sip it through the nose, big inhale. Exhale it out the mouth. Another big breath in through the nose. Exhale it out the mouth. Shoulders drop away from ears. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale, keep the mouth closed. Make that constriction. Bringing forth this Ujjayi breath work. Warming the body. Warming the soul. And bringing forth some heat. Throughout today's practice, you can use this breath to link that breath with movement. And whenever you may feel a little too warm, gently let the mouth open, let that heat out. We will take 3 more big breaths here. Palms can drop to your sides. Good. Gently remove the block if it is underneath you. Shift your weight forward, planting the palms out, arms come wide and long in front of you. Sit the hip bones back into space, knees can come together for more of a low back sensation. Or if you'd like, you can bring the knees out wide, toes to touch, and send your hips back into child's pose. Grounding your forehead down, we'll set our intention here, our purpose for today's practice. Why are you stepping on your mat for yourself today? Whether that be a mantra, a moment, or a person in your life. Allow yourself to bring forth this purpose with intention for you and only you. And take one more big full breath, sealing this purpose in today. And as you exhale, let yourself melt a little bit closer to your mat beneath you. On your next breath in, walk both hands over to the right side of your mat. Maybe the left palm is buddies with the right hand, or the left palm drapes on top of the right. Sinking the hips back into space, take a big breath in, trickle the fingertips out. As you exhale, push the hips back, find some depth. And keep breathing space into that rib cage. Good. On your next breath in, gently walk the hands through center and over to the left side of your mat, taking whichever variation with your palms that feels good on this side, recognizing that each side may feel a little different. Big breath in to find length. Big breath out to find some depth. On your next breath in, gently walk your hands out back in front of you and peel yourself up to a tabletop position. You may have to adjust your stance a little bit. Maybe you shake the wrists out, flip them over. Good. When you arrive, bring your shoulders right over your wrists, hips right over knees, fingertips spread wide, gaze goes right between the palms at the tips of your fingers. Good. Take a big, full, grounding breath here as you feel this alignment. Nice, strong body. Good. Next, inhale, tuck your toes, drop your belly, lift your head, coming into our first cow. As you exhale, untuck your toes, round your spine, tuck the chin, coming into cat pose. Inhale, tuck the toes, drop the belly, find cow. Exhale, untuck and round, maybe fingertips tent, coming into cat. Take this one more time, big breath in, maybe eyes stay closed. Big breath out, round the spine. On your next breath in, come back to that neutral tabletop, belly button snapping towards the spine slightly. Big breath in, right palm underneath the nose, and as you exhale, lift up the left arm towards the sky. Big breath in to find some length. As you exhale, thread your arm underneath the right, hovering over your mat. Good. Big breath in. We lift the left arm up. Exhale, hover over the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, drop that shoulder down. Maybe you tent your right fingertips. Send the hips over to the left, coming into thread the needle. Keep peeling the left arm away from you. Finding your breath. On your next inhale, plant your right palm towards your cheek. Push through, up and away, floating left arm overhead. As you exhale, peel back down to your neutral tabletop position. We'll take it on the other side. Big breath in, left palm under the nose, and as you exhale, peel the right arm towards the sky. Breath in, we peel up a little more. Exhale, thread right under left, hovering over. Good. Big breath in, we lift up. Exhale, we thread through. Big breath in, we thread up. And then we exhale, we thread all the way, drop the right shoulder, send the hips to the right. Maybe you tent the left fingertips coming into thread the needle on the other side. Finding your breath. Next inhale, plant that left palm, pressurize into it, lift the right arm up overhead. As you exhale, we peel down back into our neutral tabletop position. Good. Next breath in, kick the left leg out behind you, pivot on the heel, kick your right shin to the outside of your mat, and peel your left arm up and away, coming into side plank. Good. Push your hips forward and up and squeeze the core strong. On your next breath in, bring the arm to frame your face. As you exhale, sweep it down towards the mat. Good, big breath in, we circle around. Exhale, sweep it down. Good, one more cycle, big breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and lift up that left leg if that feels good in the body today. Coming into mini half moon. Stamping the foot to that wall. Flexing it nice and strong, top shoulders nice and relaxed. Keeping the integrity of your core, take one more big breath in, and as you exhale, we gently peel back down, coming into our neutral tabletop position. Wiggle those hips out, finding some neutralization here. Good. Next breath in, we kick the right leg out, pivot that heel down, open the left shin, and fly the right arm above us, coming into side plank on the other side. Knitting the core muscles together, find the integrity here. Relaxing that top shoulder and breathing. Next breath in, frame the face with the arm, and as you exhale, sweep the floor beneath you. Good, two more, big inhale, we circle. Exhale, we sweep down. One more, big inhale in. As you exhale, sweep and lift up that right leg, keeping the integrity of your core here. Good, can you push the hips forward and up a little more, coming into that mini half moon. Good, one more big breath in. As you exhale, we peel down, coming into that neutral tabletop position. Gently flick those wrists over just for a moment. And then coming back into that tabletop position. Good. Next breath in, we kick the left leg out behind us, snap the belly button towards the spine. Take a big full breath in. As you exhale, round the spine, knee to nose. Big inhale, now we lift up the right arm. Exhale, round knee to nose, bird dog. Good, big inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we crunch. Big inhale, lengthen out, drop the right palm, step the left leg through the hands, coming into a low lunge. This is where I like to grab some blocks to frame my front foot. As you inhale, lift your chest, coming into low lunge. Exhale, peel the hips back, lift the front toes, coming into half split. Keeping the leg as bent as you need. Good, prioritizing length in the spine by gazing at your toes. We're gonna take this 2 more times at a nice fluid movement here. Inhale, we lift the chest, push forward, low lunge. Exhale, hips go back, half split. Good, inhale, lift the heart space, beautiful. Exhale, half split. Big inhale, push back forward, remove the blocks, placing them in front of you. Plant your palms down, tuck your back toe, lift up the back knee, and then step back into our first high plank of practice today. Good, snap the belly button towards the spine, gaze right at the top of your mat. Take a big breath in, and then drop your knees down, float your heels up towards your bum, coming into a different type of plank. Good, this expression is always welcome in your practice, or high on the toes as well. Next breath in, we shift forward a little bit. Elbows touch rib cage, we lower down all the way, coming through chaturanga. Beautiful. Untuck the toes, straighten the legs out. Bring the hands to the sides of your armpits. Good. Big breath in, we lift up our heart space, coming to our fingertips, pressing our feet down as we find cobra pose. Gaze stays right in front of you. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, peel back down. We'll take this 2 more times. Big breath in. We lift the heart space, fingertips or palms slightly. Exhale, roll back down. 1 more time. Big breath in. I challenge you to lift your palms up over your mat. 1 more breath in. As you exhale, peel back down. Push back up into your tabletop position. Good, maybe wag the tail. Reposition yourself, find your core. Take a big, full, grounding breath. Next, inhale, we kick the right leg out behind us in space, toes point down. We snap the belly button towards the spine. Take a big breath in. Exhale, round, knee to nose. Lengthen out the arm on the next inhale. Exhale, round, knee to nose. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we round. Big inhale, lengthen out, plant the palm down. As you exhale, step through the palms with that leg coming into your low lunge. Option to grab those blocks again if that felt approachable for you today. Lifting the heart space, take a big breath in, hips forward. As you exhale, peel the hips back, lift the toes, coming into your half split. Keeping the hips square. Knee can stay as bent as you'd like it. Gaze right at those toes. We'll take this 2 more cycles through. Big breath in, push forward, lift the heart. Exhale, peel those hips back. Big breath in. Exhale, float back. Big breath in, we bring the blocks forward. Frame your front foot, tuck the back toe, lift that back knee, step into your high plank. Always an option to drop those knees. Take 1 more big full breath. Next, inhale, shift forward on the toes, palms touch, or elbows touch ribcage, lower half, or all the way down. Good, coming into chaturanga, untuck those toes. Bring the palms out to the sides, we all lower down. Take a big breath in, lift the heart space, find cobra pose. Lower all the way down, tuck the toes, send those hips high. For your first downward facing dog. Keeping a nice buoyancy feel into those knees. Gaze right between the feet. Let the head hang heavy between the biceps. Put pressure into the thumb and index finger to help alleviate some wrist action here. I like to go side to side. But truly whatever's feeling called for in your body right now. On our next breath in, we find some stillness here. Then gently we walk to the very top of our mat. Find a nice bend in the knees, take a breath in. Exhale, find a forward fold. Pushing more forward in the feet here, prioritizing length in the spine. Maybe you bend elbows and grab opposites. Swing side to side in ragdoll. Or maybe stillness is what you are calling for right now. On your next breath in, drop the palms, find some stillness, let the head hang heavy. And then gently bending the knees, we slowly roll up one piece at a time. Head should be the last thing to lift. Bring the shoulders up to the ears, take a breath in. Exhale, we drop them down our sides, palms face out, coming into mountain pose. Maybe you sway side to side here, finding the ground beneath you as we come to stand, our first time in practice today. On your next breath in, bring some stillness back. Come back to that purpose you gave yourself. We're going to take a couple rounds of Sun Salutation A here to bring some more heat into the body, firing up, getting some warmth. Big inhale, arms sweep up overhead, palms touch. As you exhale, lead with your heart and fold deep. Beautiful. Inhale, hands to shins, find a halfway lift, nice flat back, gazing right in front of your mat. Take one more big inhale, and as you exhale, find a forward fold. Plant your palms, step back to that high plank. Always an option to drop those knees. As you inhale, shift forward on the toes. Elbows touch ribcage, lower half or all the way for chaturanga. As you inhale, flip the toes over, lift your heart space, find your up dog or cobra. Engage the core. Exhale, we send the hips high, coming into downward facing dog. Beautiful. 2 big breaths here. Next, inhale, up on your toes, bend your knees, gaze forward, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, we forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, sweep the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant your palms, step back to that plank pose, taking your expression. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down, half or all the way. Big inhale, untuck the toes, up dog cobra. Exhale, hips sent high for downward facing dog. Good, 2 big breaths. Inhale, up on those toes, bend the knees, gaze forward, travel to the top. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. 1 more cycle. Big inhale, arms raise up, palms touch, maybe a mini back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step or gently float back to bent elbows to your high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down, half or all the way, chaturanga. Big inhale, lift your heart, up dog cobra. Exhale, hips go high for downward facing dog. Good. I'm gonna grab a swig of water. Take 3 big breaths. Good. We will meet back in downward facing dog. Come back to that purpose. Come back to self. Good, big inhale, up on the toes, bend those knees, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we forward fold. Sun Salutation B, big inhale, arms raise up. As you exhale, sit the hips back, weight pressurizes in the heels, coming into chair pose. Beautiful. Make sure you can see your toes, snap that belly button towards the spine, relax those shoulders, take a big breath in, sip it. Exhale, we forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Take your flow or meet in downward facing dog. Good. Take one more big full breath. Next inhale, right leg raises up overhead. Exhale, crunching, rounding, knee to nose. Big inhale, we kick it up. Exhale, send it all the way through the palms. Find your stance here. Maybe wiggle out, take a breath. Take an inhale, lift your heart, lift your chest, frame the face, coming into a high lunge here. High on the back toes, squaring off your hips. Maybe the stance widens. Finding your ease here. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, windmill open, open up to warrior two. Relax the top shoulders. Good. Outside of that back foot. Inhale, flip the front palm, shift forward, up and away, reverse your warrior, open the heart. One more big breath in. Exhale, windmill down, frame the foot, step back, take your flow, where we will meet in downward facing dog. Next inhale, left leg raises overhead. Exhale, we round knee to nose. Big inhale, we kick it up. Exhale, step it through the palms. Find your grounding. Maybe you come to your fingertips this time. Take a big breath in, lift the arms, frame your face, coming into high lunge. Good, high on the back foot. Square off your hips. Maybe you physically square them off. Taking your stance wherever you need today. Good, one more breath in. As you exhale, pivot, open the heel. Open the arms, coming into warrior two on the other side. Pushing your knee out. Finding the strength. Inhale, flip that front palm, shift forward, up and away, reverse your warrior. One inhale. Exhale, frame the foot, step back. Taking your flow, or meeting in downward facing dog. Good, next inhale, up on those toes, bend those knees, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, those arms are raising up. As you exhale, sit those hips back, find your chair pose, sun salutation B, part two. Beautiful. On your next inhale, come up on your toes, fly the arms backwards, coming into diver's pose here. Squeeze the core, gaze right in front of you. One more big full breath cycle. On your inhale, drop the heels, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back and take your flow, or meet me in a downward facing dog whenever you are ready. Next inhale, raising up the right leg. Exhale, round, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, step it through the palms. Finding that high lunge on your inhale. Good, take a big full breath. One more inhale. Exhale, pivot out, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, shift forward. Forearm touches top of thigh. Left arm shoots overhead, coming into side angle. Good, gazing right underneath the bicep. Maybe if you want to extend this side angle, you grab a block. Keeping the side body nice and strong. Good. One more big full breath. On your next inhale, shift up, straighten the leg, reverse your triangle backwards. As you exhale, windmill the arms down. Take your flow, or meet in downward facing dog. Next inhale, left leg raises. Exhale, round, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, step it all the way through the palms. Inhale, lift that arm, lift the chest, coming into your high lunge. Good. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, windmill open, warrior two. Inhale, shift forward, up and away, reverse your warrior. Exhale, send the arm forward, dropping to forearm or to a block, coming into side angle. Good, gaze underneath the bicep. Lift the left side body, keeping the integrity of the core. One more big full breath. On your next inhale, lift up, straighten the front leg, reverse your triangle. Exhale, windmill down. Taking your flow, or simply skipping it. Feel free to towel off whatever you need. I'm gonna grab a quick swig. And we will meet in downward facing dog. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're getting some heat burning. When you arrive in that down dog, take one more big breath. Come back to that purpose. On your next inhale, go up on your toes. Wave your body forward like a wave in the ocean, coming into your high plank. Good. We're going to place the right hand underneath our nose. We're going to roll onto the outside of our right leg, or dropping that right leg entirely, coming into side plank here. Good. If you want the high option or the low option, it's whatever feels good in your body. Maybe you play around with that top leg. Let yourself wiggle. It helps us build strength. We'll take one more big breath. On your next inhale, shift back into that high plank. Keep the core strong. Gently place that left palm underneath your nose. We swivel out. Open up the right arm. Coming into side plank on the other side. Good. Maybe you smile. One more big breath. Gently come back to high plank and send the hips high for downward facing dog. Good. I'm gonna take one more swig. I'm gonna towel off. And then when you're ready, we will meet in that downward facing dog. Good. One big grounding breath here as you arrive. Inhale, right leg raises, three-legged dog. Exhale, round the spine, knee to nose. Inhale, we kick it up. Exhale, same elbow here. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, cross it over. Big inhale, kick it up. Exhale, send it all the way through here to that lunge. Big inhale, we lift the arms, lift the chest. Find that high lunge here. We're gonna take some time here to build a little bit. Maybe you're higher on the back toe than you were. Maybe you sink a little lower. Good. One more big inhale. As you exhale, pivot that heel down, open up, find that powerful warrior two. Good. We're gonna straighten the leg and then deepen it just a little more. Roll on the outside of that left foot. Find your stance and be proud. Good. Inhale, shift forward, up and away, straighten that front leg, reversing your triangle. Good. One more big breath in. As you exhale, we peel down, arms forward, hips backwards, coming into triangle pose. A beautiful option here is to grab that block right for that base arm. Maybe you wiggle that back foot in just a hair. Whatever feels good for you. Finding your breath, relax that top shoulder. Good. Take one more big full cycle. Next breath in, remove that block. Windmill the arms, pivot the toes, 5-pointed star. And as you exhale, pivot the heels in, toes out, finding goddess pose. Arms can open wide like a cactus, or you can bring them to your heart space here. Prioritize shifting the knees out, sinking the hips low without sticking the tail out. We lift the chest. We relax our shoulders and we breathe. Maybe you want to play around with some movement. Or maybe closing the eyes to bring forth that inward connection with self. Whatever floats your boat right now. One more big full breath. Next, inhale, straighten the arms and legs, 5-pointed star. Bend into the front leg, framing it, stepping back, taking your flow, or simply meeting in a downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg raises. As you exhale, round the spine, knee to nose. Good, inhale, kick it up. Exhale, same elbow. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, cross it over. Inhale, we kick. Exhale, step it all the way through. Lifting your arms, lifting your chest, finding that high lunge. Good, find your stance. Squeeze the core a little higher, a little tighter. Good, one more big breath in, open up, pivot back, warrior two. Good, bend into that front knee. Relax your shoulders. Maybe gaze over your middle finger, feel some power here. Good, next inhale, flip the palm, shift forward, straighten the front leg, reverse your triangle. Hold for a breath. One more inhale. So you exhale, shift forward with the fingers, back with the hips, coming into triangle pose. Maybe you grab that block for the other side. Really pushing the hips forward and up. Top shoulder relaxes, gaze can be up or down. Beautiful. Keep the integrity of that side body. My favorite word today. And find that breath if you have lost it. One more full cycle. Good, on your next inhale, remove the block, lift up, 5-pointed star, all 10 toes. Exhale, heels come in, goddess squat. Arms can be wherever you want. Maybe you play around with a different variation this side. Maybe you find some stillness or bring forth that swaying once more. See if you can go a little lower. Good. 2 more big breaths. Next, inhale, straighten arms and legs, 5-pointed star. As you exhale, windmill the arms down, frame that front foot, step back, take your flow, or meet in a downward facing dog. We're going to do that a little faster, adding one extra movement in here, finding that breath. So if you did lose it, it's okay. Just come back. Inhale, right leg raises. Exhale, round, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, same elbow. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, we cross. Inhale, reach. Exhale, step it all the way through. As you inhale, lift your arms, lift your chest. Find that high lunge. Let yourself wiggle. Inhale, lengthen the arms. As you exhale, send the hips forward and the body. Arms come back, power lunge. Good, big inhale, we raise up. Exhale, windmill open, warrior two. Good, inhale, flip the front palm, shift forward, reverse your triangle. Exhale, find that triangle pose. Good, stay here for 2 breaths. Good, inhale, use your core, lift up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, straighten arms and legs, frame that front foot, step back. Take that flow. One big grounding breath. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, round the spine, knee to nose. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, same elbow. Inhale, kick it. Exhale, opposite elbow. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the chest. Find that high lunge. Inhale, reach a little further, send the hips and torso forward. Power lunge. Inhale, we reach up. Exhale, windmill open, warrior two. Good, inhale, flip the front palm, find your reverse triangle. Exhale, trickle down to triangle pose. Good, 2 big breaths. As you inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, heels pivot, goddess squat. Inhale, 5-pointed star, frame the foot. Step back, take your flow. Or wipe the brow. Whatever you need. Okay. We're gonna come into our big pose of the day here. The things we've been prepping for, half moon. So take a big full breath and meet me in downward facing dog. Good, inhale, right leg raises. As you exhale, step it through the palms. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the chest. Find that high lunge. One more big breath in, sip it. Exhale, pivot open, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, windmill down, find that triangle pose. Maybe you walk that back foot in. Squeeze that side body. And then when you're ready, grab a block, place it on the outside, top corner of that right foot. Bending into the right foot, pressurizing all four corners of that foot. Bring your hand to your hip. Shimmy that back leg in. And then when you feel ready, come to the toes and then lift up the left leg, flexing the foot, coming into half moon. Keep pushing the hips forward and up like we practiced in side plank. Allow yourself to relax the top shoulder. Maybe you float the left arm overhead. Play around with your balance. Gaze can be up or down, whatever is the most comfortable for your neck. And find that breath. Breathe into the discomfort. Take one more big inhale. Bend into the right leg. Gently lift yourself up. Kick the left leg back, coming into warrior two. Nice work. One more big inhale. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Remove that prop. Take your flow. Or skip it. Inhale, left leg raises. Exhale, step it all the way through the palms. Lift that heart space for our final high lunge. Good, take a big breath in. Exhale, peel open, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, walk that back foot in. Triangle pose, good. Taking that block to the outside of the left foot. Walk that back foot in a little more. Pressurize into the left foot, bending the knee, hand comes to hip. Take a big breath, lift that right leg, opening up to half moon on the other side. Recognize what feels different and breathe into that. Allow yourself to be here with self. Come back to that purpose and take any expression you want. Maybe you test your balance. And allow yourself to breathe. One more big breath cycle. Gently bend the left leg, kick the right back, come into warrior two. Excellent work. All 10 toes face that side wall, arms overhead. As you exhale, peel yourself down. Coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Beautiful work here. Maybe you find some swaying movement. Maybe you bring a block or the blanket to the ground for your forehead or your forearms, if that is in your practice. We have made it past the sweat. And now it's time to bring that inward connection. Start to slow our breath down. If you are moving on your next inhale, find stillness in the center. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Walk to frame your left foot, excuse me, bending into that knee, kicking the right leg out behind you on the toes. Heel toe your foot out to the wide edge of your mat. And then option to grab some blocks here to place underneath your forearms or palms on the inside of that left foot. This is another great area to use your blanket to pad your knees. So when you're ready, drop your knee down and untuck that toe. You can come to your palms, you can come to your forearms, whatever feels reachable for you today. Prioritizing length in the spine, prioritizing some relaxation, some revitalization. And if you want a little more depth, gently wiggle that back leg out and pressurize on the outside of the foot by leaving all 5 toes on the ground. We'll take 2 more big breaths, practicing slowing down those exhales. Good. Gently walk your hands back if they're on blocks. Remove the blocks to the top of your mat. Plant your palms. Shimmy that left leg in just a hair. Tuck your right toe, lift up the right knee, and then step it forward, engaging your core, coming into Malasana here. I like to heel toe my feet out a little more. Allowing yourself to sit low. Prioritization here is keeping the chest open, knees pointing out. If you would like to prop yourself up on a block, there's 3 heights. Pick your favorite one that feels good as long as you're opening your chest. Props are friends. Allow yourself to utilize them whenever you need. Hands can come to your heart space. Close your eyes down. This is a great place to reground. Keep putting pressure through the foot in all aspects. Take 2 more breaths. Good. Gently shift yourself forward, planting your palms, lifting your bum up, removing the block. Good. Gently bend that right leg, bring it to the outside of your mat, pressurize into your palms, and gently step, step, step your left foot back into space on your mat. Lizard lunge on the other side. Taking whichever variation or props you would like to use on this side. Bringing forth recognition that this side may be a little looser or maybe a little tighter. So honor that. Be with your body. Recognize where you are. And come back to that breath, closing the eyes maybe. Breathing into that inner hip of the back leg. We'll take 2 more big breaths here. Relaxing your jaw. Good. Gently walk up to your palms, remove your blocks. Wiggle that right foot in, framing the foot, tuck the back toe, lift up the back knee, engage the core, and step back into your downward facing dog. Next, inhale, lift up the right leg, bend into the knee and open the hip. Keep corkscrewing the shoulders down towards the mat. Good. Next breath in, we square off the hips, straighten the leg. Exhale, bringing the right knee to that right wrist. Heel comes to the left hip flexor. We stretch the left leg out long behind us. Maybe take a peek to make sure it's not peeking out. Good, coming to fingertips, grabbing a block if you'd like to place underneath that right hip. Good, take a big breath in, find length through the crown, come to fingertips. Slowly as you exhale, walk across your mat, coming to forearms or completely lying out. Keep the hips square, shoot energy down through that back leg, one long magnet from your hip flexor to the top of your foot, and find your breath. Take 2 more big breaths. Gently remove the block if it's under your head. Walking up to meet your knee. Removing any other props that you may have utilized. Pressurize into your palms. Tuck your left toe. Lift up the left knee. Engage the core as you peel your knee to your nose, gently stepping back to a downward facing dog. Good. Bring forth some recognition of what feels different in this leg versus your left. And on your next breath in, kick the left leg up in space. Bend into the knee, open the hip, keeping those shoulders square down. Next breath in, square off the hips, lengthen the leg. As you exhale, step it through. Knee comes to wrist, heel comes to hip flexor, and you stretch that right leg out nice and long. Maybe you take a peek to make sure it's nice and straight behind you. Taking any props wherever you'd like them. We come to fingertips, honor, inhale, lengthen. Good. As you exhale, gently walking yourself across your mat into your pigeon pose on this side. Picturing that magnet from the hip flexor all the way to the top of the right foot, keeping the hips nice and square. We'll take 2 more breaths. Gently removing a prop if it's under your forehead, walking your hands to meet your knee, removing any other props that you may have utilized. Ground the palms, tuck the toe, lift the knee, engage the core, peel back up into your downward facing dog. The final one of practice today. Take one more big full breath here. On your next inhale, go up on your toes, wave your body forward to plank pose, and gently lower all the way down to your bellies. Untuck your toes. Bring your palms right to the outside of your chest. Maybe you push your blocks away. Coming to your fingertips, engage your belly, lengthen out your legs. Zipping them together, take a big breath in, lift your heart space, squeeze your core, coming into your final cobra pose. Finding your breath. One more big inhale. Can you reach a little higher? As you exhale, gently lower yourself down. Bring your forearms down and wiggle out the hips. Good. Gently tuck your toes, pushing up into a gentle tabletop to shift onto the hips. Grabbing a block and bringing your knees up to the sky. Feet point down. Good. We will gently bring our hands underneath our knees and roll ourselves down. Coming onto our backs. Good. Bring your hands right over your belly just for a moment here. Just to bring forth that physical touch of breath. As we reconnect and wind down a little deeper before we rest. Good. Lengthen out the arms towards the heels. Maybe you walk the feet in a little closer. Take a big full breath in, lengthen the spine out. As you exhale, peel the hips up high, coming into bridge pose. You can stay here, or if you want a little extra loving support, slide that block right underneath the low back sacrum area. Maybe you have to readjust the shoulders. Allow yourself to melt into the block here as we bring forth a nice restorative option to settle in, to revitalize the body and connect a little bit deeper. Take 2 more big breaths. Good. On your next inhale, push through the feet, lift the hips, remove the block to the left side of your body, and gently lower down one piece at a time. Beautiful. Returning to that neutral spine. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Gently rocking side to side. And then when you're ready, fall over to that left side. Left leg may touch a block if you'd like to bring the earth closer. Or you can gently tousle them both down. Arms can come out to a T or to a cactus, and gazing towards the right side, keeping both shoulders down towards the ground. Start to lengthen out the breath a little more. Breathing in that space and breathing out. Deepening. Take one more big breath. Gently, right knee to chest, then the left. Grab your block if you used it and swing it over to the other side. Hugging both knees in towards chest, rock side to side. until you're ready to land on the right side. Arms come out long, gaze can follow the left palm. Maybe you soften the face and a little smile comes. One more big breath. Gently peel left knee up and then the right. Shimmy yourself back to neutral, grabbing either the outsides of your feet or your big toes, coming into happy baby, where you push the knees towards the armpits, feet stay flexed, shoulders relaxed. You can find some stillness here if that feels good on the low back, or if you like straightening out one leg, then the other, or just rocking side to side. Finding what is wanted in your body right now, in your space. Take one more big, rejuvenating breath in. As you exhale, bring both knees gently in towards midline. Give it a nice squeeze. Maybe you tuck the head. And then as you exhale, the next time, gently lower the legs down, arms splay out wide, or take any final resting pose that feels good for you this practice. Bringing forth this idea of self-reflection as you lie here with self in stillness. This is on your today list. You be here with yourself, your body, your breath, nothing more, nothing less. slowly start to bring awareness back into your breath. As you feel it naturally deepen inside of you to reawaken. Then gently invite some movement back into the body with little wiggles or big stretches to come into the space and energy right around you. Then when you feel ready, bring both knees in towards your chest. Gently rock side to side. And then when you feel ready, rolling to one side of comfort, resting on that bicep for a moment more. Giving yourself and your body some thanks today for taking the time for solely you. And allowing yourself to build a deeper connection with self. When you are ready, gently push up to a comfortable seated position where your eyes may stay closed or have a nice soft gaze. Whichever makes you feel the most comfortable and safe right now. Big breath in, arms sweep up. As you exhale, sweep them down your sides. Good, big breath in, palms sweep up, they touch. As you exhale, we bring them over that heart space. As we come back to the purpose you gifted yourself not too long ago. Breathing that power of life into it whenever you need, that subtle reminder that you are becoming the best version of you. Big breath in, arms sweep, palms touch. As you exhale, we bring them between the brow where our third eye chakra, intuition lies, and where we will take our final collective breath of practice today. Big full inhale, belly expands, chest broadens, maybe gaze lifts up. To exhale, we bow forward to seal this gift of practice officially. May our lights radiate as one as we continue to find self, time for self, through our days ahead. I hope you feel good. I hope you feel revitalized and renewed. Take a look at this practice whenever you need that subtle reminder. My name is Abby. Thank you for practicing Radiance's signature flow. We'll see you again soon.